If you want to create a detailed pie chart rather quickly inside of After Effects, you might want to check out Easy Pie Chart, available from aescripts.com. Now we're in Safari, so I can show you where I got my Easy Pie Chart script. It was from aescripts.com. And while there may not be a try button, there is a name your own price option. Now I'll just get Safari out of the way and hop back into After Effects. So inside of After Effects, I want to go ahead and launch my script. Notice I don't even need a comp yet. I can just go up under Window and scroll down and choose Easy Pie Chart. This will pop open this dialog box here, and in this box I can add values, and I could also load up a CSV, but I want to show you how to manually add values. So I'll just jump into my file browser and navigate to my exercise files. So on my desktop, in my exercise files, under Assets, in the CSV folder, I want to go ahead and double click on Desserts. And this is just a random survey I found, and it shows people's preference for desserts. So they had a ton of different ones, but I broke it down to cakes and cupcakes, ice cream, and the ever infamous other. Okay? Now I'll just slide this over to the side, and we can see the value for cakes and cupcakes is 44. So here, I'll go to my Easy Pie Chart, I'll enter the value of 44, and I'll enter a label for that as cakes and cupcakes, and we'll click Add. Now I can see it down here. Let's go back. Ice cream is a value of 21. Okay, so 21 and ice cream, and I'll click Add. And the last value is 35, and that value is for the infamous other. Okay, so when I add that, now I can see it all in here. If I made a mistake on one, I could click on it and then enter a value and say edit, and that would update. Or I could just remove it altogether. I can move things up and down if I want them to be in a different order. But I kind of like this, so I'll leave it set up like this. Now, I could have an option for it to spin counterclockwise, but I want it to go ahead and rotate clockwise. Then I want it to have an inner radius, so it's not just a round pie chart. I want it to be kind of circular. So I'll set a setting around 22%. We'll leave the outer radius up at 100, and now all I have to do is click Create. When I close my Easy Pie Chart here, you can see I've created this chart, and I want to select Layer 4. And then open my effect controls. In here, the first thing I'll do is change the color of my slices. And since I've already had some color palettes in my libraries, I'm going to go over here to my library, and it's synced with my Creative Cloud. So here I know I have another My Library, and here I'll scroll through and choose these demo save colors. Okay, so for the first color, I'll just click with the eyedropper, and I'll choose that kind of bright fuchsia. And the next color here, I'll choose purple. And then the next color, I'll choose blue. Okay, so this is kind of cool. I'm digging the look. Let's see what the animation actually looks like. I'll move my current time indicator back to the beginning and press the space bar. Oh, and by the way, you guys can choose whatever colors you like. I just wanted you to see that you can synchronize colors through your library. All right, so I think the animation looks pretty good, but let me go ahead and press the space bar and stop playback here for a second. Let me show you some of the other things that we can control. Notice if I scroll up here, I have an option for angle. And if I scrub that, notice I can keyframe this. So not only can I have the pieces animate on, but I can go ahead and rotate the pie chart. And as I rotate the pie chart, the different labels will stick to the pie chart. So here, I want to actually have it start spinning right at the beginning. So let's have a keyframe here set at 0. And I'll just keyframe that. And then here I'll move over to this side and I'll just have it rotate one full rotation. And I'll press tab to move to the next field here. And we'll just have it spin a little further. So one whole rotation and another 27 degrees. So now if we go ahead and preview this, you can see I've got my chart, it draws on, and it spins around. Of course, I made the mistake of making it spin the opposite direction, and it sort of snaps very violently to an end, but that just has to do with the fact that I have linear keyframes. So I'll press the space bar here to stop playback, and I'll press U to open up my keyframes. And I want you to notice there are a ton of other keyframes, okay? I could make a change to the value of anything, but notice the value sliders are actually keyframed, so you want to just be aware of that. So just so everything spins the right way, I'm going to select these 2 keyframes. I'll right-click and say Time Reverse Keyframes, and then I'll go ahead and press F9 on my keyboard, and that will ease these keyframes. So now here we can go ahead and preview this. It'll spin in and it rotates. Okay. I really don't like how this ice cream pops from one side to the other, but it's something I need to be aware of. As you can see, when it comes to actually creating an animated pie chart, you can do so rather quickly using the Easy Pie Chart Creator.